In Sachen Spielenachschub, da können frisch gebackene Wii U-Besitzer momentan ja wirklich nicht so ganz aus dem Vollen schöpfen, aber es ist Besserung in Sicht.
Ja, ein exklusiver Titel für Nintendos Konsole ist LEGO City Undercover. Unser Redakteur Daniel hat sich auf den Weg gemacht zu TT Games, das Entwicklerstudio in Manchester, und hat mal geschaut, was das Spiel so drauf hat.
Du hast TT gesagt.
Wie ihr hinter mir sehen könnt, wir sind nicht in Deutschland, wir befinden uns in der Nähe von Manchester und das hat einen ganz speziellen Grund, denn in dem Gebäude, dem ich mich gerade nähere, befindet sich die Firma TT Fusion, auch bekannt als Traveler's Tales Games. Da werden wir heute ein neues Lego-Spiel unter unsere Fuchteln kriegen. Und zwar handelt es sich dabei um LEGO City Undercover, das es exklusiv für die Wii U geben wird. Wir werden das Spiel genauestens kennenlernen, wir werden mit Leuten sprechen, die das Spiel gemacht haben. Und ich freue mich sehr darauf und gehe jetzt hinein. Can summarize what LEGO City Undercover is about?
LEGO City Undercover is our first open world LEGO game. It's all about Chase McCain, our new hero cop character, and his quest to bring down the evil Rex Fury, who's broken out of prison and is causing chaos in LEGO City.
How long did the development take? And you changed the way you can look on the game, so the isometric camera we saw in the demonstration.
Yeah, we started developing the game in 2010, so taking 3 years to make the whole game from beginning to end. Initially in 2010 we were prototyping, we weren't really 100% sure what the game was going to be like. We were experimenting with cameras, different layouts for the city and so on. And then it was only really when we started talking to Nintendo in 2011, when they showed us the Wii U gamepad for the first time, that we really started to nail down what the game was and all the new gameplay features that we could fit in onto that gamepad that really complemented the cop aspect of the game really well.
Storytelling is a big goal in making a complete new game with a new story. You can't grab something from an iconic IP of movie or so. Who did that? Do you have people for yourself?
Well, I mean, I was the script writer on the game. And the good thing is, if you aren't tied to one IP, you can just steal stuff from everyone else's IPs. I say steal, I mean borrow, obviously, because there's lots of parodic elements in the game, such as there's scenes from films and you think, oh, look, that's obviously that scene from perhaps The Shawshank Redemption or Goodfellas or other little things. So that, you know, it's really been wonderfully freeing, if anything, because when you think about, you know, cops versus robbers, there's so much stuff that you can draw from. But obviously we have lots of original plot elements in there as well. Plus it was great just, you know, stuffing in as many jokes as we could to try and make the game as funny as possible. So that aspect has been wonderful, really. But in terms of actually building the plot in the first place, it was very much decided by the gameplay. It was a case of, you know, what we needed to do in terms to deliver a satisfying game experience led, you know, what the plot was. So I think we did things very much the right way round in that case, rather than letting the plot lead the gameplay. I think it was a very good decision.
You had comedians here to play the roles of the characters. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, we thought with it being a funny script, the best people to deliver funny lines are comedians. So we started to think about who we could get involved in the project. And we got in touch with some comedians in the UK, Adam Buxton and Peter Serafinowicz, who played a few different roles each and really brought a lot of comic timing and funny voices as well to the different characters and really brought them to life really well.
What can you tell us about the rooftop gameplay you mentioned in the demonstration, and is there anything special from Nintendo in the game?
Yeah, with the rooftops gameplay, we really wanted to make sure that there was gameplay on lots of different levels. So there's a lot of gameplay at street level, and then there's a a lot of gameplay on pretty much all of the rooftops as well. So as you go through the game, get more abilities, say for example the grapple gun, you get the ability to do free running and parkour, which enables you to climb up the sides of buildings or use grapple lines to get up the side of buildings. And then once you're on top of them, there's a load of different gameplay there for different characters. So it's really layering the gameplay throughout the game. In terms of the Nintendo appearances, we worked very closely with Nintendo on getting these Lego versions of Nintendo characters and famous objects into the game, and they're all hidden throughout the whole city. So when you go exploring and when you find one of these, it's really, really exciting. And for example, we've got Mario stars in there. We've got the little question mark blocks from Super Mario. We've got a piranha plant. There's loads of little Easter eggs to discover when you go exploring.
Okay. What can you tell us about collectibles? What kind of collectibles will there be in the city?
A lot of the puzzles will lead to a collectible item. We know that everyone loves collecting all the characters in the other games, so we've got the most characters we've ever had in a video game. It's 290. So they're dotted all throughout the city. And we have 110 collectible vehicles, ranging from sports cars to dumper trucks to fire engines, skateboards, you name it, we've got it in there. We also have lots of red brick cheats. We know that everyone loves having little cheats in the game, so we've got some really, really cool cheats in there for you to discover.
Who decided to not make another movie IP?
Well, I mean, that decision almost predates my time at the company, because it's something that we've always wanted to do. We've always wanted to do, Lego City is the crown jewel of Lego's IP, and we've always wanted to do a Lego City game. But there's never, we've also had people busy making the IP-based games. So it was just a case of finding time, finding enough free people, and also waiting until the technology caught up with us, so that we could actually produce the game that we wanted to. And it was only with the advent of the Wii U that we were really able to do that. So it's been a long time coming, but we finally had the chance to do it.
Will the city be free to explore from the first minute?
No, what we do at the start of the game is we lock you into a small area called Cherry Tree Hills and Auburn Bay, just so that you can really sort of learn how all the systems work and get familiar with those particular landmarks, and so the player isn't sort of bewildered with the number of options. And then a short time later, they're sent up to a nice sort of a verdant forest and wood area. And then after what we call Act 1 of the game, we open up the rest of the city, and then you're free to explore as much as you like. And then it opens up into a really large area. So we do things in a bit at a time, because we don't want to overwhelm the player.
Thank you very much for all the answers and for the demonstration. I'm really looking forward to the game. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ein sehr ereignisreicher und spannender Tag geht hier in Manchester für uns zu Ende. Wir durften Lego City Undercover spielen, wir haben eine Präsentation gesehen und wir haben ein Interview geführt. Außerdem haben wir mit Lego selber noch gebaut. Also es war wahnsinnig viel Input, den wir heute mitgenommen haben. Ich freue mich persönlich darauf, ab dem 28. März, dem bösen Rex Fury, das Handwerk zu legen.